But yeah, basically Xenoblade. Yeah, we're totally doing that here. Balsef, we're want to read that, but I'll take fast load time, sure. This is a pretty crazy looking place, isn't it? Yeah, the frame rate on the stream isn't the best. Like, in front of me, it's a smooth 60. When I'm on OBS, it's a little bit weirder. But at least cutscenes are always 60. Haldros. I mean, land of brimstone and swirling ash, Orbis Calagia. It was a while before the title came up. I was like, what, is it just going to show the symbol without a title?
That's...
Glanamede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
My oh my, yeah, the visuals in this game are absolutely incredible. Also, with the frame rate being a little bit strange sometimes, I wonder... I have the stream playing on my monitor over here so I can look over and make sure that things are okay. But I wonder if I pause it so it's not playing, if that'll lighten the load a little bit. Did I click back on the game? There we go, now I click back on the game. Like, maybe this will give us some better frame rates.
If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
We get close to it. What was it called? A Zoogle? It sounds like a weird knockoff of like a Boppet or something like that. Change your controls during combat. Also, usually I'm not this far from like my whoa, now I'm really lagging. 10 FPS? Why is it 10 FPS? What is happening? What? Maybe it's just this menu randomly? Summary, during combat, press that while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto automatically moves until in attack range. Manual full control auto fights based on set strategy. The semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those seeking full control, while auto mode lets the game take full reins. 10 FPS. Whoa! Why am I 10 FPS? What is happening to my stream right now? Why is the frame rate so awful? I click off the game and it goes up to 60 FPS. And then I click back on the game and it's still staying as 60? No, it goes back down to 10. What, are you gonna push your way out, silly doggy? Don't get caught on my cord. Don't get caught. You want out? There we go, jeez. I guess she's out of here. It's just this battle randomly that just destroys my frame rate. What is this? 8 FPS? 13? 10? This game is too powerful for the stream to handle. It was doing fine before. It was doing fine before. It's just this battle. Well, enjoy the low frame rate battle. We're the best low frame rate stream of this game on Twitch, let me tell you right now. Alright, so that's done, and then it comes back pretty darn fast, though. Just enjoy the awful frame rate for this battle, I guess. Okay, so yeah, they come back when we're not, it comes back much faster when we're not. Hey, Slay Doki, are you back? You're back there, apparently. Oh, silly doggy. Oh, silly dog. Hey there. Yeah, just enjoy the, yeah, the game's running smooth on my screen. It's just OBS that's, like, dying and stuff. Oh. Oh. I died. I died. Okay. Well, thank you. So I guess, yeah, because we're playing on hard mode. So is my frame rate gonna go back to normal after this battle?
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Nope. Yes. It's going up. 45 FPS? 40? What the heck? 60 FPS. It was just that battle.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense.
What?
If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
I'm at 60 FPS now. I am actually so confused. I am actually so confused. Mine?
What a weird
Sweet.
stone.
What a weird
I sense
stone.
a strange power from it. We should gather
I don't
as many
know
as we
why
can find.
that was like that. I'm tempted to fight you just to see if it lags, but like prior fights weren't lagging. It was just that one. I don't. Hopefully it stays that
Seems
way.
you found something good.
It's just that one.
Supplies like that are valuable.
Also, you can
Never
see the
overlook
box back there next to the doggy. That
Got
was
it.
the box for this controller, actually. But okay. Yeah, the music's pretty nice. Yeah, our
Let's
frame
stop
rate's
a
staying
moment
pretty
to catch
good
our
now.
breath.
It was just
That
that
barely
battle.
worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
The doggy left, but then she immediately came back. My goodness. Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore a party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you've previously viewed. Okay.
Normally, we should take
This
turns
reminds me of,
standing
like,
guard.
Bravely
But
Default
this
2's
first time,
story
I'll
tent
watch
and,
over things so you two can rest easy.
something else. What was the
never just
game that had
sat
something
and
closer to
watched a
this that
fire
I
like this before.
semi-recently played?
It's surprisingly
it?
soothing.
What
Well,
is
aren't you
it?
getting comfortable? You realize there are still
So there's
Zoogles
still
prowling around
discussion
out
going
here,
on.
right?
Ah, don't be a spoil.
Unclaimed DLC items? Dual Wings pack? Except all in list? Okay. Claim the selected items. It's a bunch of, like, materials and stuff and a bunch of costume things? Sure, there we go. We claimed the following items. Premium item pack. This is what paying double the price of the game got, by the way. Is a bunch of items and costumes. So, like, 50% off engraver? Can I check it? No, I just claim it immediately. Because I want to... 30% off in general store. Is that literally just, like, a buff until the end of time that they give you just for paying more for their game? Just pay more for our game and the grind isn't as hard. Because things cost less and all kinds of stuff. So, like... Like, again, I'm okay with things like a special edition that's like game, plus you're down for the DLC when the DLC comes out. But things like this, double the price of the game for, you know, making the game be less grindy, along with a bunch of costumes, it's like...
It's important to let your mind...
Why does it still show an exclamation point here? Downloadable content? Oh no. I'm a little bit worried. Firing data. I'm a little bit worried. How about I move that box? How about I move said box and I'll put it on the shelf here. That's what I can do. There. You have some more space now. Preview DLC costume. Go to unclaimed DLC items? I claimed them all. Why does it tell me there's an exclamation point? Why? What? Why does it say that there's new stuff? I think I've seen it.
Spirit,
What the
relax.
heck?
Does you a lot more good than you might think.
You not make up your mind whether you want to hang out here or not? So reminisce. And seeking nothing to his name. Oh, so these are like viewing
did you
these
help
kinds
me?
of previous
What could have Dan-
cutscenes.
Trust me.
So you can bash A like
Me?
through them.
Friends with a
How do I
Dan?
skip though? Ah, I skip with that button. Whoops, no, skip. Yes. Let's see here. Wow. Just fold that bit of the camera together since that's usually what clips onto a thing. Hey, silly doggy, what's this? The hair. You shed way too much. You know that? You are a very, very shedding doggy. So this is so you can like rewatch any of these cutscenes, but none of the so you can skip like the lesser cutscenes and the full-on anime cutscenes, or you could rewatch them, but not any of the other cutscenes that are with normal 3D models and stuff. That's weird. That's weird that you can rewatch any of the skit ones and any of the cinematic ones, but none of the regular 3D model ones. We just specifically chose to let you be able to rewatch any cutscene in this game, except for those ones, the cutscenes that you'd see the most. Why? But why though? Why can you rewatch like 2/3 of the? Oops, I forgot to turn on the chat before.
Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor?
And mismanaging it really badly. There's one answer, racism.
What the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy.
Or astral energy, that explanation works too, I guess, whatever that is.
They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in
So
the
there's
first
literally
place?
a story
Do they
reason for
really
the
need all
insane
that juice just
mismanagement.
to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
The frame rate seems to go down when
So
it's
you
looking at the
see,
fire, but
the
only on
master cores
OBS.
are the receptacles
Like, the game in
in which
front
the
of me is
lords
running at
store their
smooth
power,
60,
and
but
we
OBS
Danans
is a
are
bit strange.
sacrificed, so the
I can
Renans
always
can
switch
choose
the
their new ruler.
encoder to X264 from NVENC like it currently is. My CPU for my GPU, but
Relax, hero.
my
You're not
GPU
the only
should
one
be
who's
the
bent
better
out of
off
shape
thing,
about the whole
considering the
thing.
card I have.
There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
So the plot of this game is the French Revolution? Hearing the chopping block just made me think of that. What is this scene?
I've gotta hurry.
I've gotta hurry and beat Smash Ultimate's World of Light and that Darkon bish that I just saw a vision of. And then the super happy resting tune.
We have another secret hideout in
Go to
not
Uzbek,
far
huh?
from here.
Well,
We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
we do still have a silly doggy here. Whoa, the frame rate's going hella down again. We're at like 20 FPS right now. I am very tempted to like... I can't... There are some settings that I can change without ending the stream. The encoder is not one of them. I might just restart the stream with X264 rather than NVENC and see what happens. Like, NVENC should, in theory, be the better thing with a card like this. NVENC encodes with the graphics card, X264 encodes with the CPU. But apparently this game doesn't use a lot of my CPU. This game is using anywhere from like 10 to 15% of my CPU, which is not a lot for a game. Usually it's somewhere closer to like 30, 40, even 50%. So like this game does not seem to use a whole lot of my CPU. So maybe I should switch the encoder to the CPU because it seems like there's available resources. My CPU usage is currently at 36%, going back and forth between like 34 to 36, that kind of range. So it seems like my CPU has like available resources to spare, which usually isn't. It usually isn't the case when playing like a super intense game like this, but apparently is for this because it doesn't seem to use a lot of CPU resources. So like I'm at 60 FPS now, not clicked on the game, but when I click on the game, the frame rate drops to this, and it's smooth in front of me. In front of me, it's playing just fine, but it's just OBS that's like weird. Maybe it's something about streaming on NVENC. So I think I'm actually gonna restart the stream. Okay, so we should be back now, and I checked in my settings, and it actually didn't even let me switch from my GPU to my CPU in settings for whatever reason. Maybe it's because the game was active and I needed to close it. Whoop. And I was thinking about doing that. I do still like this menu here. Maybe I did just need to, you know, close it and then I'd be able to tinker with the settings. Something about like an active video and it wouldn't let it do things. But I tinkered around with like the NVENC settings, and it's not perfect, but it's better. Apparently this is 50 FPS right now, up to 60. Apparently. Oh, there was some slowdown there. Maybe it's fixed. Maybe it's fixed. I don't know. I hope things are fixed. I hope things are fixed and that we don't have issues here. Could well be the case. So maybe I don't even need to switch to X264 for my encoder for streaming. Maybe we just
It's edible, huh?
figured it out.
Good to know.
Definitely.
Okay, there isn't fall damage. Okay, just curious. I was just curious about this. I wonder if it's a format like Xenoblade Chronicles where you heal after every battle for, you know, even the regular fights to be challenging in that case. Speaking of health, I don't know. Welcome back, Guzma. Does the stream seem pretty alrighty now? Maybe? Can we go up this fast? I was say, what do I grab onto for that little bit? But apparently we still climb it just fine. So hopefully our video issues should be basically fixed now. Everything working now? We'll see. I wasn't able to switch to my CPU from my GPU, and the GPU should still be the better option, but I tinkered with some of my GPU settings, and it seems like it's okay now. But if we have some major issues still, why is the camera getting super close? Then I'll probably close down the game completely to see about switching to X264. But for now we can do this, and it seems to be working like pretty well. Also, this game is like really freaking beautiful. Giant Zoogles roam around certain areas. They're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you beat them. Huh. Also, it's when I was working on that, and I briefly took off my headphones for a little bit, that I realized that the sound of my CPU fans, like it's muffled a little bit when I have headphones on like this. But taking my headphones off, I realized how my CPU fans are getting pretty crazy playing this game. It is definitely getting pretty crazy.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
We've almost made it there. Do I want to fight you? Oh yeah, also, by the way, because I don't think I showed it earlier, today I'm wearing my Legend of Zelda Symphony shirt, thingamabob. There's a thing that I'm wearing with a whole bunch of Zelda games and stuff. You are so afraid of that vacuum, aren't you, silly doggy? Aww. But yeah, I think they mentioned this game already comes with automatic shader, which is why it looks so beautiful. Huh. It is very beautiful. And I'm very glad that I finally got that RTX 3070 in after waiting for it for literally a year. I waited for that card for literally a year. I'm so glad that I finally got it, and it's making this game look beautiful. It wasn't perfect. We were having that FPS issues on OBS. And, like, there's no problems on the game in front of me. It's just been what you're seeing in OBS. In front, what I'm seeing looks great. But again, with things not being perfect with the FPS, for the most part, it's like, my goodness, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Okay, let's see here. I pressed R to like lock onto you like I'm playing Dark Souls. Level 43 meant. Oh! I don't know what level I am, but it's probably yeah. Oh, that's a big health bar at the top. I thought it'd be like a challenging enemy for my like current level, not an impossible enemy for my current level. Stream is gorgeous. That's good. So it seems like the settings we tinkered with helped out with things. Recovering from party defeat. When the party wipes out in normal fight and loses, it costs CP to recover in that same area. While you'll still return to the same area even with no CP, you won't recover HP, meaning that retreating to a crew's CP can still be wise.
I can't believe this.
I didn't quite understand that, but I think it's telling me go check in at the campfire. Level 43 it throws at me. What level am I? Level 5? Level 5. Oh, we lost some CP, so it shows 136 out of 160 CP. Why? It was recovery. Recover all or recover 80? Wait, can I do that for free? What does that mean? We can change party leader. That just adjusts the flag like that. And you get that from the get-go instead of it being like some stupid roundabout thing like Tales of Vesperia where you had to do like other weird side things for 3,000 years to do it. Here you can just do it. That's nice. I like that. But yeah, and there goes the Nuzlocke. My goodness. And yeah, it is nice that you don't have to reload your save there. So what if I want these things over here? Can I just run past you and sweet. You can't see it. It's a wheat. Turn off my camera there a little bit late. Level 7 armadillos, huh? But yeah, it's interesting. Oh my goodness, they do a whole lot of damage to me, don't they? Okay. So, yeah, I'm starting to feel the playing on hard mode here, which again, I might change. I might change. I was about to say, what if I just use like 3 of those in a row? Yeah, because it comes back pretty darn fast. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to like put together combos there. A little bit of frame rate loss. Oh yeah, we're at like 55 right now instead of 60 briefly apparently. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing. My allies dealt with the other ones already. Huh.
I need to
Interesting.
Be stronger.
Bonus, bonus, bonus. Are those bonuses for like paying more money? Or are they bonuses for playing on hard mode? Or maybe a mix of both? It's probably a mix of both, most likely. But yeah, just moderate. What you're going for? Nah. I'll only do moderate if I start like really having difficulty here. So you can just like sneak past like that. Parallax stone. A stone that can relieve numbness when rubbed, making it prized by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods of work. I hate having good posture. That's why I'm constantly doing weird things with my chair here. Just gotta roll with it the exact moment one of those things rolls at you. Wait, was that what was said? I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, is there gonna be a thing right on the other side here?